The India-US trade deal has sparked worries among farmers, especially about cheaper imports entering India. But the dairy sector says those fears may be misplaced. Amul MD, Mr. Jayen Mehta, believes the agreement strongly protects Indian farmers and agriculture. Joining us now is Mr. Jayen Mehta, Managing Director of MD. So, there are lots of benefits for India, especially for poultry, cattle and aqua sector. How India will be benefited out of that?
See, market access is a very important part. In a trade negotiation is always a two-way thing. We protect the unwanted thing from coming into the country, as I mentioned about dairy and agriculture sector. We are also very efficient and large producers of many of the items which you just mentioned. And US is also a very important trading partner for it. So the negotiations were necessary to get larger market access, and that was done with this deal. And more importantly, the tariffs also coming down from 50 to 18% itself will bring in the Indian products getting better access to those markets and paving a way for the brighter future for all those associated with this sector.
And let's talk about the India's livestock sector also. How India's livestock sector will gain benefit due to distillers grains with solubles, DDGS and red sorghum.
See, one of the key important aspects of the dairy industry and the livestock sector is cattle feed. So we at Amul work with 36 lakh farmers across 18,600 villages of Gujarat and collect and handle about 350 lakh liters of milk every day. So one of the things we need to do is also provide good quality cattle feed to our farmers, which we do at a no profit, no loss basis. And at Amul, we have about 8 plants manufacturing close to 12,000 tons of cattle feed every day. Now, cattle feed has a combination of variety of agricultural based ingredients like de-oiled rice bran, which comes after the extraction of oil from the husk of the paddy, to maize, rapeseed extractions and molasses. DDGS is an high energy input, but in dairy cattle feed, you can only use 3 to 4%. Because anything more than that is harmful for the health of the cattle. So India has also abundance availability of DDGS because we also started manufacturing ethanol from maize, and India is doing up to 20% ethanol blending, but you cannot use more than 3-4% of DDGS in this. So there is no practical advantage of having that commodity coming into the country under the free trade agreement, because there is no typically a market for that kind of an input. And the others also, the cattle feed is also a function of taste, and the cattle is used to taste of a particular cattle feed manufactured by a particular dairy depending upon the geographical conditions of that location. So we have to also, while cows cannot express what they like or dislike, but they can reject items which they don't find it to be good, or anything which is not local, and for that matter any foreign items would definitely get rejected. So per se there are nothing to worry for the cattle feed sector, for the dairy sector and for the farm sector by the couple of things which you just mentioned announced in the recent trade negotiations.
Mr. Mehta, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your perspective on the India-US trade deal and its impact on farmers and the dairy sector. It was very helpful. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.